Well, I have decided to go ahead and fix up some of the parts on this. This is the muffler, which I have sandblasted, and it now has 2 coats of paint on it. It's high heat Rust-Oleum flat black. That's what I'm using on that. So I got 2 coats on that now, and I got the screws for that. And I don't know if in some of my first videos I talked about how I needed a new air compressor to run this thing. Well, that's what that's for. So I did get me a new compressor, and that thing's awesome. The screws for this are hanging over here. I need to spray another coat of paint on this stuff. One long screw and one shorter one. There's a washer there. So that's that. But I have blasted this, and I can see now I need to blast it a little bit more right here. Just a little bit. And I've blasted this. These will be painted like a flat white. And I'll probably end up blasting all of this. And right now I have the lower bracket for the fuel tank right here. No, this is the upper bracket. This is the upper bracket for the fuel tank. And I'm going to go ahead and blast that. Alright, I got these pieces all blasted. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. It'll paint nice. Oh, I did not do this yet. That's okay, I'll do that later. Got all these pieces blasted. And I've hung this one up. I don't know why I didn't hang more pieces up when I started painting, but this is 1 coat on this. I got some other hangers over here. I'll hang some other stuff up and get all this stuff painted. The only paint that I have is black. And I don't have enough, but I'm using this up. So this is black engine enamel. That's what I'm using, and I'll just buy some more of it. So it's going to be black, which will be cool. So yeah, there you go. All right. Hopefully I have enough paint here to put one coat on everything at least. And then I'll have to buy another can and put a second coat on everything. And a third if I got paint. One more can will do. All right, a little bit of an update here. I got these parts painted. Yeah, they're still sticking a little bit. Yeah, that'll be all right. I put the last coat on these last night, so they have dried over. And it's a little bit runny. I don't care about that though. And this one, I sprayed the inside of this because this is where the muffler's at. I sprayed the inside of this with that really high heat grill paint, flat black. And I painted the outside with regular engine enamel. So, yeah, that's that one. I need to get another can of paint. I need to get another can of the engine enamel for this. So maybe I'll run out and get that today. Start painting that up. I got the head. I painted the head with engine enamel. Yeah, so good to go. Getting there. We're getting there. So, yeah. Get another can of paint. Paint this up. And this will be ready to be put back together. Okay, good news. I just went to the store and I bought some stuff. I bought another, this is my crank flywheel nut. And I bought another one because I want to double nut these so that I can turn the crank. So I just want a double nut. Okay, I bought some 1/4 inch fittings. These 3 right here, these 4 are actually for the snowblower, and these 2 are for my air compressor. I need to change the oil out in the air compressor, and I've drained the oil in the out of the snowblower and made a mess. So I got this, and what I'm going to do is route this way and then this way. So that's what those are for. And for my air compressor, I'm just bringing out, I'm bringing this out a couple of inches to make it easier to drain. So I need to drain this. And I don't know if I think I may have bought the wrong size. No, I don't think so. This is what I'm using for the snow for this, and it's just gonna go in right there, and it is too small. That's 1/2 inch. That's 3/8, and I bought 1/4. So do I have that? I don't think so. No, I'm gonna have to hold off on that. Anyway, I did get all of my parts. The parts box right here. And I have all of my parts to do this now. This is the float bowl. That'll go. Here's my head gasket. This is OEM Tecumseh points. And here is my carb kit. Here is my gasket, but I'm going to use these two. The gaskets for the valve cover. And I've got 2 extra here. This is carburetor, or is that It's one of them. I think this is the intake. And then I got another intake right here. This is that big intake. And OEM condenser. So those are all the parts that I'm using. Yeah, so and I got, here's a coil and a coil with points, but these are aftermarket. These are not OEM. This is all OEM, which is what I'm using. So, well, I know I can do the motor, but this is not going to work for the air compressor, unfortunately. So I'll just keep this, and it'll come in handy someday. Put it in my little fittings down there. Yeah, so. Oh, and I bought paint. I bought another thing of engine enamel, black gloss, for this. I'm going to start spraying this. Get this one painted. This one's just drying. I'm not painting that no more. So I'm going to go ahead and start painting this guy.
Look, I am your father. Looking like Darth Vader. Black. First coat is done. It's looking beautiful. I'll go ahead and let that set up. Yeah, I missed a little bit right there. Who cares? That's the first coat.
Okay, so here is the stator and coil. This is the same coil. It needed a new connector, so I put a new terminal on it. That was bad. And I think it looks way better. You see how it's together at least. And I've wire wheeled it to clean it. So that's ready to go back on. So I will put that on here. I've got my double nuts on there. So I'll go ahead and put the stator on there and go from there. We have to set the motor at true top dead center, and the timing specs on this is to time it at 80 thousandths before top dead center. So we'll have to get that all squared away, and first things first, I want to put the stator on. So let me go ahead and do that. All right, here's our engine. And we're going to throw the stator on there. Okay, and we'll just kind of loosely finger tighten it. Good. And get that out of the way there. This was hooked to the cylinder like so. Loosely tighten. You want to be able to just move it a little bit. Get this out of the way. Actually, yeah, I can actually probably cut that off. I think the whole reason this thing didn't have spark might have been this terminal. The boot on it was really bad. But that doesn't matter. We're putting new points on it anyway. We're going to renew the ignition system on this thing. Okay. If I can get in here to where I see what I'm doing. which I can't. I'm gonna have to move the camera and stuff because I can't see what I'm doing. So I'll be back. Okay, actually tipped up the snowblower to get a better view at it. So we are okay, what am I doing? Alright, I gotta put my points in. Because I'm so fine. Let's do this. Let's put this in first. I need my tweezers. Okay, I got these points in there. Basically, I just had to kind of do this to get that down in there. But they are now in. And I want to turn the engine until we're on the high side of the lobe. The highest point, I should say, of the lobe. Come on. Okay, and it's right about where I'm at. Slightly back. Right here is about the high part of the lobe. Right there. This is where we're going to use our 20 thousandths gauge feeler gauge. You want to get to 20 without moving. I need to tighten down the stator a little bit. Without actually moving the point arm. The key is you don't want the point arm to move at all. You want to be able, if you put your 20 thousandths gauge feeler in there and you move the point arm, it's too tight. That's perfect. That's 20 thousandths perfect right there. Now the thing is we want to go down 80 thousandths. Right now the engine is at top dead center, right at it. And we want to go 80 thousandths before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the head on, but let me show you what I'm doing. I want to put the head in a position to where it's just over the piston. Like that. So now our spark plug is over the piston. So I'm just going to go ahead and zip that on there. And I'm going to get my mic. And what I want to do is just hover this over this and zero it right there. Okay, so this is our zero spot. Now I want to go counterclockwise down to about 90 thousandths of an inch. And then I want to bring it up Right there is 80 thousandths. No, it's not either. There, boom, that's 80 thousandths, perfect. .790. Before top dead center. And what I want to do is I just want to do it again. I want to, and let me try to get a better view of what I'm doing here. Okay. So what I want to do is, what I'm doing is I'm pressing this to the spark plug hole like so. If I go down, back before top dead center, now we're there. I want to bring this up. This is not the most, but this is if you're in a pinch and you need to do it and you don't have dial indicators. I just want to bring this back up to 80. Carefully. And I went way over it. Yeah. Go back down. There, we're back at top dead center. Now I'm going to go down past 80 to about 90. If so. Okay, now I want to bring it back to 80. $80 perfect. That is 80 on the nose. Just trying to hold it flush on that spark plug hole. Okay, so timing the stator, I've got my meter hooked up to engine ground and the points connector, the screw on the side of the stator there, right here. That's where I've got it hooked to. And you can hear there's continuity. What I want to do is turn the stator until the beep stops. That means that the points have opened. And that's when it fires, is when the points open. So I'm just going to kind of move it. I need to loosen it just a touch. And I just want to rotate. Let me tighten that down. Oh shit, that broke. Well, I broke the bolt. Damn it. Great. Alright, well luckily that was a pretty darn soft bolt, because I was able to just drill it out and then re-tap, and I think we're going to be fine. It tightens down. So I need to go to the hardware store and get some more of these, and I think I'm going to get a stronger grade bolt than what this is. So I'll be back after doing that. I got to blow this off too, so let me do that. Put some safety goggles on and blow these metal chips out of here. And this one I got, for this side, I've got the next longest side, I got a 1-inch bolt, and I got some extra washers because I want this to thread a little bit deeper. Okay, now I need to set my meter back up how I had it. This is not tightening. No, that's not going to tighten down, is it? Okay. Okay, now I think I got some good threads tapped into that. But I had to go the next size bigger, which was 7mm. So I went and I bought a 7mm tap. 7mm by 1.00. But that's an oddball size screw. But there is a place here by kind of close to where I live, that has, it's called Mid-State Bolt and Screw. You can get anything there. So I'm going to head up there and grab 7mm by 1.00 thread by 3/4, and yeah, there you go. If I can get 7/8 inch, I will. So anyway, I'll be right back. Okay, I made a trip to the bolt store and got a 7mm bolt, and it seems to be tightening down. So I'm going to go ahead and hook this meter back up and set this just to where those points break, and then do some further testing to make sure that nothing moved. Okay, so let's do this. This one will connect to an engine ground, and then the red wire will connect to the points. Okay, now we just need to make it to where it just breaks like that. And let's try to, you know what I need? I need a socket. 7/16. It's right where it would break. It's right there at the point. And that is good and tight. And I do have a lock washer. Very good. Yeah, that's good. Sweet. And it's right at the point, right where they break. There we go. Done. Okay, I'm going to try one more time. Let's go before top dead center. Now I want to bring this up until it stops moving. and then zero it. There's the brake. That is top dead center. So it's about right there. Zero it. And I want to go down. And the points break. Right here they are at the verge of breaking. I mean it's right there. With how I'm doing this, I don't have an actual meter to a dial indicator to put in there, but I think this is going to be pretty darn close. So I think we're going to be good. Okay, I actually had to reset the points again to 20 thousandths because they were way too tight. So I put it back at the highest part of the little lobe, and now I have a perfect 20 thousandths. You can see it fits in without pushing this armature. It just slides in and makes contact with both sides. Perfect. Perfect 20 thousandths. So we should be good on our timing and stuff now. So yeah. Now, unfortunately, I have to wait because I ordered the dust cover and points cover and a new clip to hold it down. And I have to wait for that. But I will go ahead and install the points or the condenser. I'll put the condenser on, and then I have to wait until I get that cover. So I'll undo these. We're good. We're timed. The engine is timed. We might be a couple thousandths off, but it'll be okay. All right, cool. Okay, points and condenser installed. And after I tightened up onto here, I rechecked the gap again, 20 thousandths. Condenser installed. So there you go. And this is tight, and it's good to go. So holy crap, that was a problem. Do not Hercules down these bolts. They're not very strong bolts. And, yeah, that was my bad for doing that. So anyway, we fixed it. We got by. Ignition's looking good. I gotta wait for the cover. I got the I'm gonna take these off. I've got the little dust cover and then the tin points cover that goes over that. And I bought a new clip to clip it down because mine's all mangled. See, mine got all distorted and mangled. I just bought a new one. They're cheap enough. So yeah. I'll go ahead and just leave this guy just like this. But happy with the way that came out. I'll take the head off. So now I'm just waiting for more parts. I got to wait for this cover. There was a piece of mangled tin somewhere. I was like, what is that? I don't know. I probably swept it up and threw it away. Nope. This is it right here. Right here. I think this was part of the original cover. Points cover. I think that thing got destroyed. Yeah. I think that's what happened. So anyway, I got a new one coming. And then we'll move forward from there. Can't put the flywheel or nothing on yet because I got to wait for that cover. And there's this. I got this thing put back together. Nah. Anyway, I just need to press this roll pin in here. And I'll do that on my little arbor press when I get around to it. That's done. So I need to rebuild the carburetor. I got everything for that. And yeah, just waiting on this stuff. Anyway, I guess I'll just go ahead and upload this as another part of the video. Because kind of at a standstill. Yeah, I can put the carburetor together and maybe that'll be the next part. So, travesty averted with the broken bolt. That was not fun. But we're good to go.